In this day and age, gaming is everywhere. You can see people playing at home, at school, or even at work. And because of the portability of mobile devices, companies have released many kinds of games on them to appeal to its large audience. You have puzzle games, arcade games, online shooters, and more importantly, gacha games.
You're wide open!
No. Despite their growing popularity throughout the years, a lot of people are afraid to jump into this genre because of the various things the community says about these sort of games, such as terrible RNG, tons of salt, or spending plenty of money just for an anime JPEG. By hearing all of this, you might already be thinking that gacha games are not good at all, but as someone who's played a lot of them, I honestly think they're not as bad as how people point it out to be. Even with their flaws, plenty of gacha games are being played to this day and have quite a large fanbase like Arknights, Pokemon Masters, Fate Go, Azure Lane, and more importantly,
Raid Shadow.
I'm just kidding, I've never played it. It's Fire Emblem Heroes, my favorite gacha game, and the one I'll be mainly talking about in this video. Now, I'm probably biased because I love the Fire Emblem franchise and Nintendo, but I really think Heroes is a good game, man. I'll try to explain what makes it so special in this video. Before starting, I guess I should explain what gacha games are. They are basically video games that have a gacha mechanic implemented. This is based off the capsule toy vending machine called Gashapon that are very popular in Japan. These machines give you a random prize after spending a certain amount of cash. The same principle is present in gacha games. With the use of some type of digital currency, you'll have the chance to get various rewards such as playable characters or resources. And it's thanks to this mechanic that companies are able to make tons of money. You see, the units in the game all have a rarity assigned to them. The bigger the value, the harder it is to get them. With the numerous characters in the game, the chances of you getting a specific unit can be really slim. Because of this, gacha games have multiple banners, where the featured units have a higher chance to be summoned than usual. Still, the chances of you getting the focused unit are still pretty small. To maximize the odds of getting a certain character, people save up a ton of currency for a certain banner. But it sometimes doesn't matter because RNG can be pretty brutal at times. Some players refuse to not give up on the character they want and spend real cash for them. This loot box mechanic may make it seem like it's hard to pull for a specific unit you want, but some games are very free-to-play friendly and give you tons of free currency from time to time. Now, all of the gacha games I've mentioned earlier share the gacha system, but they all vary in gameplay. With all that out of the way, let's take a look at Fire Emblem Heroes. As its name implies, Heroes plays identically to a traditional Fire Emblem game. You fight by moving your characters toward the enemy on a grid, kinda like chess. Obviously, there's many more factors that add depth to the gameplay, such as your unit stats, their levels, their skills, and their movement type. With so many characters in the game, you'll definitely be able to find a unit that fits your playstyle. You have heroes that support their allies in battle, heroes that can one-shot anything in their path, heroes that can tank anything thrown at them, or heroes that can attack multiple times in one turn. It's your job to raise your units and make a good team for the battles ahead. One thing that's cool about this game is the amount of flexibility you have. Every unit in the game comes with a bunch of abilities attached to them. Some have amazing skills, while others have, decent ones. But thanks to the skill inheritance mechanic, you're able to transfer skills from one hero to another. So characters that have a bad kit can also shine in battle. You can make any kind of build you want because everything's up to you. For example, Effie is an armored unit with a good attack stat, solid bulk, and low speed. But with enough investment, you can transform her into an abnormally fast hero, capable of doubling a lot of units. Now, is this optimal? Hell no, but it's definitely a possible build. Now, one complaint I hear a lot about gacha games is that developing your characters feels like a chore. Having the need to farm materials to raise your units and get resources to boost your stats can be pretty tedious. Now, Fire Emblem Heroes does have those elements, but grinding really is on the low side compared to other games. Resources, while hard to obtain at the beginning, can be easily obtainable as you progress through the game. Plenty of game modes give you tons of them, especially Lost Lore. In this game mode, all you have to do is choose 2 of your units to get materials for you. After one day, they'll return to you with various resources. To level up your heroes, you can simply use crystals or kill enemy units. There are plenty of stages that can help you grind your units, such as the special training maps, Tempest Trials, Forging Bonds, or the training. Despite its name, its stages aren't optimal to raise your units at all. Honestly, if you're just starting out, the story mode is a decent and better way to level up your team. Yup, this game has a story mode. Now I know what you're thinking, this is a spin-off mobile game. There's no way the story is actually good. And you're not wrong, but honestly, the writing does improve dramatically starting from book 2 and onwards. The characters are also really cool in terms of design, and some of them even appear in banners and alternate skins. And most importantly, after completing the first chapter of any book, you are rewarded with a free 5-star hero. They're all usable and not bad at all. Air and Peony especially are really useful units. Speaking of free heroes, this game really is generous. You have so many ways of acquiring heroes without spending any orbs. There's a Heroes Paths, a feature that acts like a mini tutorial for players that can let you obtain a couple of 5 stars and multiple orbs. The Grail Shop that lets you summon units with heroic grails. And Tempest Trials that gives you a free character after obtaining a certain amount of points. Now since these heroes are free, you're probably thinking that they may not be good. Well actually, a good chunk of those free units are pretty useful, such as Bravike, Kronia, and Brunia, just to name a few. Now having multiple heroes for free is cool and all, but what's the point of having so many of them if you just need a team of 4 characters? Well, Fire Emblem Heroes has a lot of game modes, and every one of those modes have a unique meta to them. Some characters excel in some modes, but are bad in others. For example, Merida is a unit with an amazing stat spread, and she can be deceptively bulky with her fantastic weapon and close call skill. She's arguably the best sword unit in the game. Despite this, you won't see a lot of people using her in a game mode like Resonant Battles, where heroes that have a lot of movement or range are preferred because of the limited time you have in battle. Another example are armored units. These type of heroes have amazing bulk and can be a pain to fight if you're unprepared. But you won't be seeing them in modes like Ether Raids because of how slow they move and how your opponents can preview your team to counter them. On the other hand, Aversa is a fantastic support unit in Ether Raids. She can debuff enemies that have less HP than her, which is quite annoying. But good luck using her in Abyssal Battles, where enemies have so much health that it's nearly impossible to use her unique skill. This game really invites the player to strategize and to build creative teams for each battle at hand. And I think this is what makes Fire Emblem Heroes so fun. With a large amount of skills and units in the game, battles can be really challenging. You really have to think carefully to make an efficient team. And thanks to the skill inheritance mechanic, any hero can be good with enough investment. Like really, anyone can be good. You summoned the 3-star Katria? Don't worry, evolve her into a 5-star, give her some decent skills, put her on a flying team, and she'll be hitting like a truck in no time. It will be really satisfying to beat a map with units you spend so much time raising. There will be moments where you'll have a hard time clearing a stage, but you don't have to worry. People in the community actually provide solutions to clear the hardest maps with free-to-play units. Fire Emblem Heroes really is a fun game. It's probably one of the most chill gacha games because of the minimal farming you have to do. It has amazing art, a beautiful soundtrack, and it's very free-to-play friendly. On average, the game gives you around 300 orbs per month, which is enough to get you a guaranteed 5-star unit on a new hero's banner, so you don't have to worry about missing out on some new characters. Also, this game is a fantastic gateway to the Fire Emblem franchise. You'll learn about the numerous characters of the series, and so many people in the community have actually decided to play a mainline Fire Emblem game because of Heroes. Just be careful though, because there are spoilers in the game. Also, even if you don't know any character in the franchise, you don't have to worry. The OCs of this game are pretty memorable because of how often they appear in the game modes and story. So, consider checking the game out. You'll definitely have a good time playing it.